All right, family, welcome back. So this video is gonna be a little bit different. I'm still gonna review a couple stuff here. I got a book, Building Trades, Printing Reading. So it kind of shows you how to read like blueprints on a house. Teaches you a little bit of construction. I'll explain a little bit about the tools and just kind of like show you how to use some of these power tools. So this is the hose. It doesn't have the hose, but you see little rings in there. So you pull this back, put it in there, make sure it's all the way in. And when you let go if it's slow, because if it's not in there good, it might fly away everywhere and hit you. I'll show you later how to clip the nails, the framing nails on the framing gun. I'll put that like later. And like I said, be careful whenever you put this into any air gun. It could be like a stapler. It can be pretty much any type of air gun or air tool. Whenever you clip it in, when you release your hand, just move real slow because it might go loose and hit you. Okay, so we got blueprints, the ruler, the book. On the permits, you have to check on your city, see if you can use screws. Some people want to use screws, but you have to go by the requirements. So, like I said, I'm gonna go through the book first, and then I'll explain on the tools a little bit more. So this is the ruler, architectural scale. I already labeled it a little bit. So right here we have from 0 to 9. So it'll be 3, 6, 9, 12. And they're by inches. So inches has two little things on top. So every little one of these is a foot. So it'd be 1, 2, 3 feet. I labeled this one too. So right here is 0 to 46. And these are feet. So you can label these as feet, but you have to kind of like, it depends what you're doing, if you're doing like a food truck or a house, it just all varies. But this is not mine. This is my cousin's. I have to give it back. The book is my cousin's also. Shout out to Eddie's. Alright guys, so this is the ruler. If you want to learn more about the ruler, go on Google and just search it. There's a lot of videos. They're like 6 minutes long. I already kind of separated on the book most of the parts that I'm going to point out. I already folded the pages on a couple of them. So I'm going to teach you what I know on reading the blueprints. I circled a thing or two to show y'all. See, this house is being like lifted. It's like a mobile home. This is the frame, how a house is made. The studs, the floors, 2x12s. I took Metro Tech Technology Center, Oklahoma City. So I grew up doing this most of my childhood until I was like 19. I still do it whenever I need to fix things by myself. See, like right here, it shows you the material, brick, how it's a little bit like not flat, slanted. 2x12s. I'll get more into detail. I'll try to make it as fast as possible. On the tools for plumbing, so like right here, it's copper, right? So if you use like cast iron, you might have to use this Teflon tape, like this. You see, like right here, this is metal. So this is Teflon tape. And now we mostly use Plex, and we use rings and little T's and all that good stuff. But this is Teflon tape. Like let's say you're gonna change your your head on your shower, you have to put this on the thread around. You just gotta get it out of there. But yeah, it's tape 2-3 times, and then when you screw it, like let's say your shower here, you screw it back in, just with the plumber pliers. And what else? Like I said, I'm gonna try to make it as fast as possible so it's not a really long video. The bricks, I'll try to start from the front. So again, the book is called Building Trades, Print Reading Part 2, Residential and Light Commercial Construction. So this book is not mine again. This is my cousin's. I'm gonna go from back to front and from front to back. It shows you how to read the symbols. It's a lot of them. So if you need this book, you might be able to find it on Google. I'm not sure where he got it. It's already showing you the frame, how to frame the floors. So there's a bottom plate. The 2x12 is the bigger one, studs, and then the roof. So on Wendy's, they still use wood. So they're made like a house. They just use 2x6s instead of 2x4s. On some houses, they use 2x6s because it has 2 stories. So you see, this book is used. Somebody already used it. I helped one of my buddies open a taco truck, so this helped a little bit with the blueprints, because you need a blueprint for your food truck. And what we learned, that the lights have to go on the top. He tried putting the lights on the side of the wall, and then he had to go back and fix that. So that's Wendy's. You see, I've worked in one of the Wendy's. I've done storages. I've built houses. Went to school for this. I have a couple diplomas for it from Metro Tech Technology Center. All right, so this one right here, this is a blueprint. So it's the living room, the den, bedroom number 1, the garage. Okay, so usually right here where it has openings, it'll have like a swinging door and it'll swing a certain way. Right there is the little bath. So I'm guessing right there, that's the toilet. And that's the shower. So this is the garage. Right now it doesn't have any numbers. The porch. So I have more pages. Give me 1 sec. It's metal. So it'll teach you like on the materials too. Like there's different types of bricks, different ways to lay the brick. Got a couple pictures for y'all too on my phone, so I can show you how to know what is what. Okay, right here. Already show y'all this on the metal plumbing, but now we use Plex. So this is a tool. This one and this one come together, but I bought them used. I got a deal on this one. This one's like $50, but I paid $2 at the flea market, so I got a deal on that one. On this one, it was $4.50. So we got Plex, and you see how it's like that. It has like a little. We'll cut a good, nice piece. They can go in circles. There you go. So this is what we use nowadays. It's pretty good. I did it myself to my whole house. So that's the wrong one. Let's fix this. All right, so this is a little T. And the little rings, I forgot the name, but let me get my phone. These are the rings. Pegs, grip, clamps. And that's the tool right here. See? Kind of rusty. It's been used, but I mean, I paid $2 for it, and then sometimes if one of my pipes starts leaking and I need to check it or anything, it comes in handy. But Usually it's like $50 to like more. There's different ones. Yeah. So you got the little rings right there. You got the cutting tool and the grip thingy right here. Usually I put 2 of them. Most people put 1 ring. I like to put 2. So it's enough for 2. I don't know if you can see. Hold it right there. So most people put 1, but I like to put like 1 ring and then 2 rings and then clip it in and then put it back and then tighten it with the tool. Like in the picture. Hold it. Okay. All right, so that's that tool. And then the Plex, it's red and blue. I've used this tool before, but I don't recommend it that much for the plumbing part. You know, if you're gonna do some basic fixing around your house. So they have, I believe it's 5/8 and 1/4. I already checked it out. This tool can be used for like a screw that you can't take off and it doesn't have thread. You just like, and then, you know, like one of those screws that are unreversible. But they'll work on the rings, but I don't recommend it. It's not strong enough like the other tool. So I already showed you this. So you see it's $115 for both. I paid $2 and like $5 used. But if you see these, get them. Get crimper tool and the lock hook cutter tool for 1/2 and then 3/4. All right, so that's for the basic plumbing. And like I said, on the stainless, I mean on the metal, Teflon tape. Teflon tape. The cutter, this one looks like a dog has been biting it, but here we go. You need to fix your house or something. So I'm gonna continue on this book on the blueprints. So this is mostly for houses. Like I said, on my friend on his food truck, we got to get the permit. We did a blueprint. The lights were on the wall and they need to be on top. Continue. Continue. I try to go through the book and like point things out on different types of bricks. So this book is pretty good. I'm gonna put the full name on there, and you know, it's a pretty thick book. So like I said, I'm gonna go from front to back, back to front. All right, here's more. So this one's the view like in the front. You see how it has 7 and then foot right there in the shower. See, toilet. And then on this one, so this is a business. This is commercial. Got the office. And then you see how the door swings this way. Payroll. These are the restrooms. I don't know if you can see the, sorry, right there. The little toilets, and then the door swinging that way, and this one swinging that way. Woman's toilet, and then the entrance is right there. You see the numbers right there? It says 7, 6 inches. 7 feet, 6 inches. Right here, the door swinging this way. So this one's a business. And then like over here on the sides, also, it'll be like a separation. I don't know if you see a little dot right there. It'll be 39 and 5 feet. So it's 39 and 5 inches. Yeah, inches. There's 2 little lines like that one, 2 inches. And then this is feet, 1 foot. All right, so let me keep going and see if I didn't miss anything. So like I said, I went to school for this. I grew up doing this. I just wanted to show you this book because it came in handy with my cousin whenever he was making his 2nd floor. I'll try to get a picture of the 2nd floor and see if I can get it from the street. Because it's like on the back. It's the 2nd floor, but everything went well, and he did some stairs, and he made like a little cement safe for storms since we live in Oklahoma. And everything went good. He got his permits. He tried like 3 times. Like I said, check with the city if you can use screws, if you don't want to use like power tools. I'll already show you this one. It's the frame of a house. So right here, the anchors, you put bolts on top with a ring and then a bolt, and then that's the concrete. And then these go up, and then you put the first plate of 2x4 with a hole, and then you put the screw and tighten down to the floor. So that way the house is like attached to the concrete. See right here, they're lifting a wall, but we usually make them on the floor and then pick them up. 3 guys, 2 guys, depends, you know, how heavy the wall is. It could be up to like 10 guys if it's a really long wall. It can fall on you, you can get hurt real bad. A buddy of mine just got hurt recently. So I have friends on the AC, on the plumbing, so I try to get tips from them. If you have any questions, put comments, and then I'll try to get back. I'll talk to them and see if I can get an answer. Wendy's. Looks like the inside of a food truck, but we had to put the lights on the top, not on the wall. That was the only error. And then you have to do a blueprint. So the way I did it with him, I drew a little truck, and then the floor. And the floor was vinyl, so it's not even like that thick. So you just make like another little separation. Then you put the sink, and then you put like the cabinets, or I mean the fan, the sink, the stove, the fridge, and just give them details of how big the size is. And what I did was that I went like, where was it? This one. So this one's inches into feet. So it's 9 feet, and each one of these bigger ones, so it'd be 7, 8, 9. Yeah, the bigger ones. These are the feet. So I put right there that I like drew a little square on the side, and I put diagram. And that way they know. But then on the top of the truck, I still did like, what was it, like 12 feet. And I made a line on the top of the picture, and I put 12 feet. And yeah, he opened his business. Went good. Show you that. See right here, more blueprints. Mason, 7 feet 6 inches. The porch, living room. Yeah, right here, the outside. In high school, we would do storages, and we would sell them to buy more lumber so we can keep on the class working and learning. We did like 3 of them, if I'm correct. And then we'll just buy more wood and keep making them and keep learning. Wood is more expensive now after inflation, after COVID. but it used to not be that expensive. It used to be like a sheet of plywood of 4 feet by 8 feet. It was like 11, 10 bucks. Now they're like close to 20. Okay, so that's on plywood. So that's that book. Alright, on this drill, since you might want to use screws on your house, on your wall, or whatever, I've had it for like 6 years, 5 years, but only thing I've changed has been the battery, and then you can read the thing. These engines have lifetime warranty by Rigid. It's been really good to me. That was new to me when I got it. You know, it's been a while. Has like a little safety for the light. And the only thing I've replaced has been the battery, 18 volt lithium. Where's it at? Yo. So that's almost the end of the video. And on the measuring tapes, it really doesn't matter as long as they do this. Maybe you want like a 15 footer or 20 footer. This is a 30 footer. You never know if you need 30 feet. But again, for framing, for 2x4s, you use these framing these framing nails. I'm gonna show you how to do it right now. So you got a Hitachi, really famous on the frame industry. Check it out. All right, so you got an entrance right here on this framing nail gun. It's really popular. It lasts a long time. A lot of framers, they like it, so it went in there. You see again. You see it goes in there, in there. And then you hold the nails, you come back, make sure it's clicked on. And then when you connect your gun, like I said, you pull this back on your air hose. It has like little marbles right there. And then you go like this, make sure you're in there. This one's damaged, but you'll feel click. And when you release your hand, go slow. Because if this thing comes loose everywhere, it might hit you somewhere. So I went through the blueprints on the house materials. It's usually 2x4s, studs. They're usually 8 foot. On the measuring tapes, it really doesn't matter. You can find a nice cheap one somewhere, you know. My kids broke this one there. I still use it though. Milwaukee makes really good tools. But yeah, I got this at Home Depot. It was like 15, 20. Yeah. And then if you're curious of what Sharpie I'm using to write on the table, this is that silver Sharpie by Bic. It's actually made by Bic, B-I-C. And it's like silver color. I wrote on the table with a gold one by Sharpie, and it actually didn't want to come off that easy. And this one does. I'll be doing a review and some cleaning tools from Dollar Tree. Disinfectant wipes. If you want to learn more about this ruler right here, if you need to do like a blueprint for your house and you need to get some permits, you might want to look more into this ruler. This was made by there's different brands on these, so it just all depends how you want to draw your drawing, and you know, go from there. Like I said, my cousin did a second floor in his house, and then my other friend opened a food truck. He needed the blueprints, he needed the permit, so a requirement was a blueprint. So that's why this book is pretty good. You need to learn a little bit more of like how to make a house. If you can see right there, the anchor, the bottom plate, and then it has like a little foam right there. It's like new technology that they require in construction. 2x12 usually, thickest one for the bottom floor, plywood, 2x4, and then stud, drywall, trim. Looks like a sheet. There's different stuff they put on there. But yeah, wood, brick, metal. And there's Wendy's right there. So I'm gonna give this book back to my cousin. This is his also. Any questions, let me know, and I'll ask my friends, see if I can help y'all more. All right, another review, and you learned something today.